This will be our CSS section. In this, whatever previously we have done, we have created our basic HTML structure. This one. Now we are going to style and we are going to create this registration form. If you are already aware of CSS, you can skip this part and directly you can go to JavaScript section. If you are not aware and if you want to learn how to give stylings, how to give, for this I am having this border as red, and also whenever we are displaying error message, that should be displayed in red color. And when the border is green, the error message should not be displayed. So this styling part we are going to do in CSS, and using JavaScript dynamically we are going to display this error messages. So we have already created our HTML, our form structure. I will come to style.css. First thing, we are going to import our font. I will come here. I will search Google Fonts. Open this first link. And here I'm just going to search for Poppins. Whichever font you want, you can select. I'm selecting Poppins. And I will be selecting this one, like 300. Select this. And I'm going to import. I will just copy this entire thing. And I'm going to paste it here. And this will be our font family. I will copy. And here I will paste and comment it out. I will close this website. Now if I refresh my project, nothing will happen because we have not given any font family. We have just linked that one. I will be writing start. By default, in HTML, we will be having some padding and some margin. We are going to remove that. Margin will be 0. It has gone up. And also padding will be 0. And also I'm going to give box sizing to be border box. And finally, we are just going to give this font family. Copy and paste. And from here, I will remove this comment. As soon as I save this, you just focus on the font family. I will save. You can see the font is changed. Now we are going to style our body. Now what I want, if you see here, if I increase the size, my entire content is on top left. But I want that in the middle. So what we will do, we are just going to give here display flex. Display to be flex. Align items center. And finally, justify content to be center. I will save this. Now if I refresh, you can see align items, justify content, and display flex will bring the entire container in middle. But if you notice here, it has not come in the middle. Why? Because we have not given height to our body. So I will just write here minimum height. Minimum height I am going to give 100 view height. As soon as I save this, it will come in the middle. Okay, exactly in the middle. Now whatever stylings we want, we can easily give this. As I am just showing you in smaller screen, so it will be displayed like that. But in larger screen, this will be in the middle. And for this, I will give background color. Background color, let me just write here F9, FA, FB. Save this. Background color is applied. Maybe it is not visible in the video, but when you do by yourself, you will be able to see white color. Now we are going to style our container, which is holding our entire form. Copy this container class. Below this, I am going to paste. For this, let me just give the background color as yellow. Save this. This is my container. This is my entire container. Now what I want, first I will be giving width to my container. Width as 450 pixel. I will save this. Now width of container is 450 pixel. If I remove this, this is my entire container. As soon as I give width, this is 450 pixel. For this, I am going to give border radius. Border radius around 5 pixel. Save this. The corners will be rounded. And finally, I am going to give box shadow. Box shadow, I will give 0, 2 pixel, 10 pixel, and the color I am going to give RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0.4. Save this. Now I have got the box shadow. This is our container. Now I am going to remove this color. I do not need this one. Only to show you I have given the color. Now we have our box shadow. Now inside this div container, we are having form. Inside this form, one by one, we are going to style all these elements. So first we are going to target our H2. For this, I am going to give text align to be center. Save this. The text will come in the middle. And also I am going to give some space. I will give here margin top 0, left and right 0, bottom I will give 22 pixel. Save this. From bottom I will be getting 22 pixel. If you do not want to give like this, you can directly give margin bottom to be 22 pixel. Save this. We are going to get the same result. Next thing, we are going to style our form. For this also, let me just give background color only to show you. Save this. Now this is our form. Now for this form, I just want spacing all around div container. I will give padding of 25 pixel, top and bottom, left and right 35 pixel. So I have got the padding. After this form, we are having all these div containers for which we have given the class as form control. I will copy and below this I am going to paste this class. For this, if you see, all the text are touching each other. So what we will do, we will give margin bottom of 5 pixel. Save this. Now I will be having some space for all the div containers. Below this one, I am having some space. And also we will give padding bottom of 20 pixel. Whatever values you want, accordingly you can give based on your design, what padding, what margin you have to decide. After this form control, we are having our labels. I will copy this class, paste it here. I'm going to write label. Inside div container, we have this class, and if that child is having this label tag, we are going to design that. First, I'm going to give color. I will give the value 3F, 3E, 3E. Save this. Color is changed. Now, if you see here, labels and input fields and all the small tags are inline elements. They are displayed next to each other. But I want on top of each other. In this way, I want label, then I want input field, then I want this error message. So for that, we are just going to give here display to be block. Save this. Now my label has become block, so it will be covering the entire width. Then after that, I'm just going to give margin bottom for that. Margin bottom around 4 pixel. So if you see, as soon as I save this, from below, I will be getting some space. After this label, we are having this input field. So in the same way, how we selected our label, same way we are going to copy the class, paste it here. I want to select input fields. And this label styling has applied to all this one. Okay, whatever label tags I am having inside this div container, for all that these stylings are applied. First, if I just write here, you can see my font is very large. So what I will do, first I'm just going to decrease the font size around 14 pixel. Save this. I will remove this. Now if I write, now it is medium size. Next, I will be giving border around 2 pixel, solid border I need, and also I'm going to give the color 999. Save this. Now if you notice here, the border is been applied. If I remove this, you can see I am having light border. As soon as I save this, I am having 2 pixel of border with this color. And also I want to give border radius of 5 pixel. Just focus on the corners. I will save this. Now borders are rounded. Now this input fields also, I want it to cover complete 100% of the width. So I'm going to give display to be block. Now it is display block. It will be displayed on top of each other, but the width is not increased. So what we will do, we will be giving width as 100%. It is going to cover complete 100% of the parent. Our parent is nothing but div container. Now for this, if I just give here background color red, save this, you can see it is going to cover parents 100%. I will just comment it out. And finally, you can see the text is stuck to that input field. So we are going to give padding so that we get space from inside. Save this. Now if you notice here, whenever I click on this, I am getting this strange looking outline. I do not want that. So what happens? So what we will do, I will copy the same thing. Whenever I focus on that input field, I just want outline to be 0. I do not want any outline. I will give proper spelling. Save this. Now whenever I click on this, I will not be getting any outline. And also I just want to change the border color. I just want little difference. If my fields I am writing something, I just want people to know they are focusing on this input field. So I will just give border color. Now if I just write here red, save this. Now whenever I hover, the border color will be changed. If you see here, the border color is becoming red. Instead of this, I'm just going to give light gray color. I will write my values. A2, whichever I have used in my project, I'm going to write this. Whatever values you want, you can write. Now if I just focus on this, I can see the difference, slight difference in the color of border because I am seeing from very close. If you are doing by yourself, then you will see this difference. After this, we are having this small message. If I come here, it has to be displayed in red color. I will copy this form control, paste, small tag. For this first, I'm just going to give the color as red. Save this. I will come to my project. You can see color is changed to red. I will come here. Now I'm just going to remove this background color. Now for all small tag, color is displayed. But what I just want form in this way. So what we will do, for this parent, we are going to give position to be relative. Position to be relative. Just focus on this small. As soon as I give position absolute, save this. Now my form size is reduced. So what happens? We are giving position so that accordingly, wherever we want, we can display the message. Now if I just write here bottom to be 40 pixel, save this. You can see bottom, it has gone above. I do not want this one. I will be giving 0 pixel, and where it should be, it should always be on left. So I will give left. If you want to display on right, you can just write here right. Save this, it will be going on right. Instead of bottom, if you want to display on top, you can just give top. Accordingly, wherever you want to display the message, using these positions based on parent, you can display this error message. I will give here bottom and here I will give left. Save this. Now my error message will be displayed here. Finally, we are going to design our button. Now for this button, we are not having the parent which is having this form control. For my button, the parent is this form. And for this form, we have given the class as form. I will copy. I am going to paste. I will be selecting this button. First thing, I will change the cursor to pointer. Now whenever I hover on this, the cursor is changed to pointer. Next, I am going to give background color. I will just write here hash FF6A07. Save this. Background color is changed. Similarly, I do not want border, so I will just give here border. Border of 2 pixel solid same color. I am going to copy the same color and here hash paste. Save this. Border color is also given the same thing. Next, I will be giving border radius of 4 pixel. Just focus on the corners. The corners will be rounded. Next, I just want to change the color of button. Color I will be giving white. Save this. Color is changed. Now for this button also, I just want it to cover complete 100%. Now if I give here width of complete 100%, save this. It has taken complete width. And also I'm going to give padding of 10 pixel. From inside I will be getting the spaces. From top I just want some space. I will give here margin top of 20 pixel. Save this. From top also I have got the space. And I will increase the font size. Font size, let me just write it 16 pixel. Save this and font size is also increased. Now still two things are left. Whenever I am giving correct data, the border line should be changed to green color. And if my validation is not successful, then my border color should be red and also then only this error message should be displayed. I will come on top. Below this small, we are just going to write JS stylings in CSS. Okay, these stylings are very important because using these stylings based on validation, we are going to display this error messages as well as success message. So what I will do, I will copy this class, paste it here. If this class is having success class, what should be changed? Input field border should be changed. Or else, if this class is having error class, then also our border color should be changed. For this, first what I am going to do, I am going to give the width. Border width, I will give here 2 pixel. Save this. I will come to my project. If you see here, border width is not increased. And also I am going to give border color. Border color, I will just write here green. 0 to A5, 0 to F8. Save this. Even after saving, I am not getting that border color. What I am saying here, whenever my form control, that is my parent diff container, is having this success and error, then this input field border width should be 2 pixel, border color should be green. But if you see here in my HTML, I do not have that class. I do not have success class. I do not have error class. Now inside this div container, as soon as I give success, save this, you can see the border color is changed to green. So this success class and error class we are going to get using JavaScript based on our validation. Statically, we are not going to put inside HTML. Only to give CSS stylings, I am just putting this class. Now here, if I give error, save this, you can see again I am getting green color. For error, I should be displaying red color. I will copy this. Below this, I am going to paste. If my form control is having error, we have already given border width. I will remove this. Instead of green, I will give F13, F3F. Save this. Now, where I have given error class, for that my border is displayed. This is all fine. Statically, we have given our success class and we have given error class. Later on, we are going to remove that. But if you see here in the design, when my border is green, which means everything is fine. For that, I should not be displaying this error message. Only when I am having this red border, then only I should be getting this error message. So for this small, I am just giving visibility to be hidden. So it will be hidden now for all the fields. If I am having red or green borders, for everything this small will be hidden. As soon as I save this, you can see all small tags have gone. But I do not want this one. Whenever my error class is active, I want this message should be displayed. So I will come here. Below this, I will copy this class. If my error class is active, then what I want to do, I just want to make the visibility as visible for this small. I will give here visibility to be visible. As soon as I save, only wherever I am having this error class as active, only there this message will be displayed. For rest, the message will not be displayed. Now I'll come here. For this password, if I give error, save this, only there the stylings will be applied. For this confirm password, if I give success, save this, green border will be applied. As of now, I am going to remove these classes. Only 2 classes I am going to keep. Later on, we are going to remove all these classes. So we are done with our styling. You can see we are almost done with our styling. Next session, we are going to understand few things in JavaScript which are used in project.